Okay, as you can see, it's snowing everywhere. Fire log is desperately needed, so that's what I use to get this fire going. It's a lot better doing it that way. So basically what I do is I look around, the snow is covering all the sticks, as you can see. I just bash off the snow off it, and thing with the twigs on top of the fire log first, and then eventually you'll get the fire going. You can see that some of the sticks have got snow on them. It doesn't matter because it will melt because of the heat. See, the fire log burns for quite a while and it starts to dry out the twigs, the snow twigs, and then you can get the fire going eventually. It starts to heat up and it catches a light, and then you can start putting on the pencil size sticks, and then the slightly thicker ones as well, and that's how you get that going. So I'm going to create a huge fire to get a huge coal bed, and that's how I'll do it. The next thing you want to get in the habit of doing is, you see these parts here, because these will have been dried out, but they usually burn out onto the outer edge. Well, the outer edge is not burned, so just toss them back in because they'll be quite dry, you see, because of the heat. There's a lot of hot embers, you see, and just throw them in so you don't have to keep getting wet sticks all the time and throwing them on. So, you know, take advantage of that as well. And under my tarp, help keep the snow off, because it was snowing a wee while ago. But the great thing about this fire logs is that those starter logs is that they're really, really handy. You can get them from certain shops like Tesco's. Very handy to have, especially when it's absolutely freezing, because it burns a lot longer than a fire lighter, which I mean, and it will heat up the twigs that even if they've got snow on them or if they're wet. It melts it off, and you can get the fire going very, very easily if you know what you're doing. It's not as easy as it looks, of course. You know, you have to spend a bit of time on it. Yeah. My bedroom, after a long day's working in the snow, I like to paint the outdoors. Yeah. Now this is a painting that I've still got to work on this area here. I've got to block in. This needs to be blocked in. I've got to finish off the bottom of the waterfall. I found a really good photograph on the internet. Google images of the Reiki Lin. Now, my art, well, not my art lecturer, but my art teacher, they used to give me lessons, private lessons. He never told me that if you want to paint with this level of detail, you need to have very detailed photographs. Yeah. See, he did this painting as well, and his one was absolutely amazing. And the reason why was because he had a better lighting in the camera and better photographs. And because I did this previously, 2 attempts at this failed miserably because the photographs I was using were rubbish. You know, the lighting was terrible, everything about it was terrible. But then I found this photograph, and now I'm getting it to look correct. Yeah.